You know what? This is the last chapter, for real, of Season 1. And you know what? I am lucky to have made it this far and still have not cracked up through Digimon, okay? And we're in the last fucking story arc. Thankfully, it's short. The problem is that it's even more fucked up because of that. Because, unlike the previous arcs, there was one villain. Here, there's 4. Which means that this is gonna be crammed into one word. The story arc. This bitch is crazy! Crazy, I tell you! The story is rushed!
Okay, here is the final story arc of the first season of Digimon Adventure. And this is where it gets and that is the part that's the most fucked up as far as I know. Here they return to the digital world, and it's all falling apart. We then find Chumon, who tells them what happened. Wait, so everything got located up on Spiral Mountain. So all the oceans, forests, and wastelands are all twisted up there in a physically impossible geographic location. And just look at how it looks. I mean, there's so many abrupt shifts between different climates. Wouldn't it be proper to have more of a natural transition? We then see the Dark Masters be introduced. The largest is Machinedramon, who can somehow fly despite the fact that he has no wings and is made of metal. Then there's who I think is the coolest one, Machinedramon, who is a metal robot dragon that shoots guns, I don't know. And then they find the smallest, who is the most annoying, called Puppetmon. Surprisingly that they can all transport directly into radically different locations, encountering all 4 Dark Masters at the same time in this one episode. Then they find the leader, Puppetmon.
Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome!
I, Georgie, am Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Who is a clown, despite the fact that Puppetmon is the bigger clown than Puppetmon. However, Chumon sacrifices himself to protect Mimi from being killed by Puppetmon after whining that she doesn't even want to be there, after he threatens to kill them through volunteering.
I didn't even want to go to camp in the first place. I just wanted to go to the mall. Can't somebody else save the silly world besides me? Mimi? I want to be a normal kid and not have any big responsibilities. I mean, come on, is that too much to ask? It's not fair.
Your incessant whining is getting on my nerves. You will be the first one to go.
What kind of dumbass kid will basically speak out when they know that their lives are in danger? What a stupid act is that? However, before Puppetmon could finish the job, Piximon saves them and somehow is sacrificed in the process after teleporting them somewhere near the ocean where the largest Dark Master lives.
Okay, they're climbing up Spiral Mountain, and we see the thing like a cone. Okay, how come they're climbing up that they don't even feel like they're climbing up a mountain? Just look at it. It's flat as a... I mean, climbing a top like that takes a lot of exertion.
But then they escape with... Oh god, not Waymon again. But thankfully he's killed by Machinedramon, and later Machinedramon is killed by War Greymon. Mimi tries to make little tombstones and memorials for each of the Digimon that died, and however Tai bitches to just forget about the dead, and then Matt goes in to intervene. They then wander into a forest where that's controlled by Puppetmon, and due to its small size and weakness, he decides to play with them in order to lead him into his death trap.
I say we either keep going or we build a nest.
However, a lot of this sequence involving Puppetmon was taken out. Most of it involving him and TK playing with guns. They're not toy guns, but are real guns. Which I do think the reason behind this is because at the time, parents had very big concerns with guns since this series was aired not long after the Columbine shootings. However, the odd thing is in the original Japanese, Puppetmon actually does kill the Digimon with one of his guns, while he's playing with TK, who destroys his playset. But there's something about the Puppetmon episodes that really drives me up the fucking wall. He is so annoying, and yet this is the longest time the Digidestins actually take to fight the Dark Master. Mainly because they just had to implement some stupid side stories and subplots in like Ogremon turning good and the return of Edamon. Wait, what?
Get digi with it! Metal Edamon's in the house!
No! Not Edamon again! No! Not this clusterfuck!
I can't believe this! He's back now, much more annoying, with more stupid songs to sing about.
It's all part of a new program we like to call Deep Hurting. Deep Hurting.
I mean, don't you know a returning villain when you see one? I mean, seriously, if the Digidestined just instead chopped his body up into pieces the size of croutons instead of letting him implode into a warp zone where he would eventually evolve into a parallel universe, he wouldn't have come back in this form! And now he's riddled with more stupid puns in the way. However, after Matt and Ty get into a fight with their two Mega Digimon, Matt eventually returns to kill Puppetmon with Metal Garurumon, freezing him. And thus the gang minus Matt, Joe, and Mimi head onto a wasteland where Kari's eventually collapsed from heat stroke or something, and Ty is going through a bunch of angst while at the same time being tracked by Machinedramon.
Show me those locations and units to all 12 locations and blow them up. Stop stalling and tell me what happened, Warumanziman.
Who, how creepy he sounds to the kids at the time, has the stupidest henchmen out there.
Right away, sir! There are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them! Yes, your metalness. You see, I found the Digidestined.
They were in your area.
Yes, and I was gonna capture them for you too, but this one little girl was really strong, and then the new one were biting me, and it was really bad, and...
If you thought that puny little girl was tough, wait till I get through with you. Why didn't you alert me, you stupid carnival prize?
I wanted to tell you sooner, but they wounded me. Look at my owies and boo-boos.
And look, even War Greymon kills him in the funniest way after turning back into little Coralmon.
Fatality.
Then later, after more subplots of Matt and Sora being in an emo cave, all 8 unite. They then go to fight Puppetmon, and along with some other amusing bitch fight between Lady Devamon and Angelomon. However, after they defeat Puppetmon, that's not the end. They meet the most non-threatening villain in all of the series thus far, Apocalymon.
In the digital world so far. I mean, think about it. We've had Devamon who got Fantasia, Edamon, that annoying monkey Elvis personator, Myotismon, the gay vampire, the Dark Masters, which, are this, and now look at this guy! I mean, just look at these horrible puns riddled throughout.
Not for long. Do you think it's fair that I should have to live with all this agony? No. Why should you get to laugh when I am forced to cry? Why do you get to taste the best life has to offer while all I do is choke on its leftovers? Answer me this! Why do all of you get the pizza while I get the crust? I will rule the world and plunge it into darkness so that I don't have to be alone anymore in my misery. Wait a minute, what am I laughing at? I'm supposed to be depressed!
After they are dissolved into digital data, they now have their crests implanted inside their bodies. I don't know how that works. Soon they're able to come back, evolve their Digimon to their best form, and defeat Apocalymon, thus saving the digital world. Well, for now at least, until they all have to go home by stupid-ass Jedi.
And I am thankful to survive through all this torture because we're finished! But... no, there's one more season of Digimon Adventure! With even more stupid plot turns and... you know, see me later. This is Marlon Nama, signing off.